Welcome, everyone, to a deep dive that feels, I don't know, less like a game and more like a high-stakes
He
auction.
really does.
You sent us a stack of sources detailing what could be a seismic shift within the Los Angeles Lakers organization. And the buzz regarding immediate trade action is absolutely deafening.
Indeed. We are going deep into transcripts and expert analysis claiming a bombshell conversation has been underway.
And it potentially involves three distinct teams, right?
That's the rumor. And the consensus among the analysts we've reviewed suggests a major franchise-altering shakeup could happen soon. And we're talking about something that could define the Lakers' trajectory for the next, half decade.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Our mission today is to cut through the extreme hype that, always surrounds this franchise and isolate the real, cold, strategic plan the front office is executing.
Right.
We have to weigh the impossible target, the big Hollywood dream, against the realistic solution they appear to be quietly building toward. This franchise is clearly at a crossroads.
It feels like the quiet before the storm. The agents are making calls, the decision makers are locked down, and the overarching theme seems to be protection.
Protecting what?
Protecting future assets while acquiring immediate, tangible impact players. That's the balance they're trying to strike.
For years, the fantasy name has always been the same, the one that guarantees headlines and, a parade route. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Of course.
He is the ultimate impossible target, the blockbuster trade that would shake the NBA to its core. But the source material suggests that today, the front office is finally confronting the reality that the timing and the assets, they just aren't there for that superstar dream.
And what's fascinating here is the brutal, clear-eyed assessment of the Giannis situation. While the analysts agree his status with the Milwaukee Bucks is becoming, let's say, shaky after a disappointing run.
And his agent is definitely exploring options, you have to assume.
Oh, for sure. They're quietly exploring options, but the market dynamics just prohibit a Lakers move right now.
And if a player of that caliber hits the market, it's not just the Lakers who jump in, it's the entire league, and they'll be bringing much stronger offers.
Exactly. I mean, the analysis is just, it's blunt. The Lakers simply lack the high-level draft ammunition to compete in an auction of that scale, not against teams like Oklahoma City or maybe New Orleans.
So what's the best they could even put on the table?
The absolute best package Los Angeles could construct, according to the experts cited, would be 3 future first-round picks, plus some salary cap filler, plus, hope.
Hope? That's not a great trade asset.
Not at all. And the source states flatly that package is not enough to secure a 2-time MVP. So this fantasy is still alive in theory, but the tangible reality of managing the roster demands an achievable plan right now.
Okay, so that brings us sharply down to earth, but maybe into a much smarter reality. Daniel Gafford.
Exactly.
The sources suggest he has become the exact prototype the Lakers are modeling their front court rebuild around. We're moving from the unattainable superstar to the concrete, practical specialist.
That's the pivot. The chatter indicates a clear, focused shift. According to multiple reports, the Dallas Mavericks are open to discussing trades involving veterans, and Gafford is at the very top of the Lakers' wish list. He isn't, a centerpiece player for the whole league, but for the Lakers' specific needs, he is described as the perfect prototype.
Wait a second, though. I have to interject some skepticism here. Gafford is a good, high-energy role player, but the Lakers are constantly aiming for rings. Are they really solving their existential problems by targeting a player who averages, fewer than 9 points a game?
And that's the beauty of the strategy, and it's why the sources are so focused on the fit. This move isn't about scoring, it's about structural stability.
Okay.
Gafford is specifically sought because he addresses critical, glaring team deficiencies that even superstars can't fix. When they look at Gafford, they see a player who can operate seamlessly alongside their guards, like Austin Reeves. The chemistry is it's pure.
Okay, so let's break down that fit. What does he offer on offense that they desperately need?
Vertical aggression and efficiency. He's the rim runner, the guy who dominates vertical lobs, penetrates the defense with pure power, and finishes at the rim with authority.
So he turns the pick and roll into a guaranteed 2 points.
A guaranteed scoring opportunity or a free throw situation, exactly. He is the physical presence that ensures those mid-range passes from their playmakers become these brutal, high-flying finishes. That synergy converting perimeter talent into easy paint buckets is what they lack.
So he gives you that high-efficiency interior scoring. But, often the defense is what kills this team. What does the tape say about his protection in the paint?
The tape says he is the wall. He's the security blanket that has been consistently missing when opponents just invade the painted area. He protects the backboard, he contests everything, and he cleans up those inevitable defensive errors by giving them a powerful, consistent vertical threat. It's that kind of high motor, intimidating pressure that disrupts an entire offensive flow.
Which is something they have lacked consistently.
For years, they've been relying on smaller, less physically imposing centers.
Okay, let's move to the logistics, because this move only happens if the financial puzzle pieces align. You mentioned his chemistry from his time in Dallas, but the sources emphasized his contract structure, that it seems ideal for a move.
It's almost custom-made for a trade like this. Gafford's contract is very manageable. 3 years remaining at around $54 million total.
So an average of what, $18 million a year?
Roughly, yeah. And crucially, the sources confirm there are no trade restrictions. This total flexibility allows the Lakers to focus purely on the basketball fit, knowing the finances aren't an immediate headache.
And the numbers back up the impact we're talking about. Gafford is currently averaging 8.9 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks per game this season, shooting an extremely efficient 61% from the field.
And that efficiency, the percentage of shots he makes when he takes them, is a massive selling point.
Especially when we contrast it with the Lakers' current reality at that position.
Well, that brings us to DeAndre Ayton. The team is currently in what one source called a bizarre reality regarding their starting center, and that bizarre reality is forcing their hand immediately.
Ayton's stats look good on paper, right? He's averaging like 15.3 points and 8.8 rebounds with efficient shooting percentages. So where's the disconnect? Why are the Lakers so eager to move on from that kind of production?
Because if we connect this to the bigger picture, the raw statistics are deceiving. He's providing volume, but he's not providing the necessary impact.
Okay.
He's not the consistent rim protector, nor is he the relentless vertical lob threat that requires, a physical presence on every single possession.
There's a motor issue, basically.
The general narrative surrounding him, which is reflected in the sources we reviewed, suggests a lack of consistent defensive commitment and the kind of motor necessary to elevate a championship contender. The Lakers need a player who makes the team significantly more dangerous and balanced, and internal assessments suggest Ayton is just. He's not that guy.
And the need for change isn't just about disappointing performance. It's compounded by a massive financial urgency. Ayton holds an enormous $81 million player option looming at the end of the season.
That's the ticking clock. For listeners who aren't cap experts, a player option means Ayton, not the team, gets to decide if he stays or leaves.
It's his choice.
His choice entirely. If he exercises that $81 million option, the Lakers are locked in for the next few years. If he declines it, he could just walk for absolutely nothing.
And they lose a major tradable asset for zero compensation.
Wow. It puts the entire board on alert to move him before they risk losing him for free.
This makes the move for Gafford incredibly strategic because, as the source says, the math adds up. The Lakers need to match roughly $18 million in salary for Gafford, and they need to find partners willing to take Ayton.
Precisely. To acquire Gafford, the Lakers can construct a solid proposal using the contracts of Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent as core pieces.
Right. Hachimura is on a mid-sized tradable deal.
Exactly. And Gabe Vincent, despite injury setbacks, has a contract that perfectly slots in as salary ballast to make the trade legal under the NBA salary cap rules. The team is reportedly willing to involve draft picks, but only if the value in return is crystal clear.
So no more risky moves.
They are prioritizing strategy and stability, not, financial madness or risking future unprotected picks just for the sake of making a splash.
So we have the practical target in Gafford, we have the movable pieces in Hachimura and Vincent, and we have the clear financial motivation to move Ayton. But here is the twist that turned this from a simple trade rumor into a deep dive. The sources reveal this might not be just a move for Daniel Gafford.
And that's the point that truly demands our attention. The sources speak of intense underground conversations with not one, but two other franchises.
Two other teams.
Two other teams who are keen on putting together a complex, multi-layered triple package with Los Angeles.
So this means the director is orchestrating a highly coordinated movement, a triple change with immediate impact. This suggests they don't want to make a minor repair. They want a total system overhaul.
They want to surprise the league, make an immediate impact, and show that they still run the market when it comes to generating noise and executing complex strategy.
It's about being efficient with your assets then.
Absolutely. They are coordinating this movement to not just address the center position with Gafford, but likely to offload Ayton in a separate transaction while using the remaining financial space or picks to acquire a third critical piece.
Like a wing defender or another playmaker?
Perhaps a needed wing defender or a reliable backup playmaker, yes. And the sources state that the goal would be to close this mega negotiation before the turn of the new year.
Wow, so this could happen any day.
Any day. This entire strategic shift is based on a clear, calculated future vision, not just reacting to problems as they pop up.
The sources paint a vivid picture of a team moving decisively, turning away from the Hollywood drama of the impossible dream of acquiring Giannis and embracing the practical, physical weapon they need in Daniel Gafford, and using him as the centerpiece of a much larger, coordinated move.
And that's the true story we need to watch unfold over the coming weeks. If the movement is indeed a triple package, as suggested, and not just Daniel Gafford, the crucial question remains.
What's the other piece?
What is the other key area the Lakers director is aiming to secure? What is that final critical piece that hasn't even leaked yet to solidify this entire strategy? Something for you to mull over as we watch the league closely.